China all the time. I love China. China all the time. I love China. China all the time. I love doing the raping.
All right, this is Shooting the Breeze with your man, Byron A. Lloyd. I'm back. This is me, myself, and I. My good buddy Gino B, man. I was just talking to him. He's doing MIA on me. I hate to crack on stereotypes, but Gino B, who might be African American, and Charlie Whitaker. Oh, there's Gino. He said his phone went dead. But I said I was supposed to give him shit. I was supposed to give him hell because Charlie Whitaker went MIA on me last week. I was going to say, what's up with all these brothers being late? But I'm going to give him a chance to charge it. And he's going to get back on because we're going to do 2 segments. So I'm telling him to charge it and call me. Because, you know, I'm full of it. So I got plenty yak and smack talking for 2 folks anyway. But anyway, like I said, we're going to talk about the Trump slump. First of all, you got to love it. If you're a Hillary fan, this has been the best 2 weeks of her campaign because, and look, people are wondering, why is Trump in the slump? He's been saying about best. Well, there's Gino. What's up, Gino B?
Hey, sorry about that, but my other phone, which you can barely hear me on this one. That's why I didn't want to do it on this one because it's muffled.
Yeah, it is a little muffled, but my microphone's still picking you up, dog.
Okay, all right, we can go then.
All right, we can do it. But anyway, like I said, man, welcome to Shoot the Breeze, Gino. I know it's your first time on here. I know you got a business. Plug your business. I know you do your parties and event planning. What's the name of your business, Gino?
I'm an entertainer over here in Little Rock. I do sports comedy and free journalist. I'm also working on a book, 2 books, and we got some art pieces that we're about to put out in the market.
Man, you weren't joking. That phone, man, is cutting in and out. It's all jacked up, G.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
Hey, but just, it's no big deal, dude. I got technical problems all the time. And ain't like I got $1 million budget. You know what I mean?
I got you.
If you need to plug your other phone up, charge it for 15 or 20, and call me back, do that. Because I do 2 or 3 segments, man, 30 minutes a pop.
Okay, give me 15 minutes.
All right, bet. You hear that, folks? Gino B be back in 15. He got to get his game. He got to get his game tight. Got to get his game together. But like I said, you know my show, man. I got 10 good shows in a row. Past 2 wrought with technical difficulties. But that's what happens when you don't have a budget. I do have a sponsor though, and that's King Stack Sales. But like I said, everybody's just astounded about this Trump slump, man. Dude says bombastic, racist, bigoted, crazy, sexist crap for a year. Nothing happens. He's the Teflon Don. He's the John Gotti of politics. But like I said, he finally bit the hand that fed him. Look, he lies so much, and I'm sorry, Trump lovers, you listen to this. I'm not just saying this because I don't like Trump. We can go to any fact-checking website or video, and I can prove to you that he lies every other word. PolitiFact, the premier fact-checking website, has rated only 3% of all his major statements as true. You heard me right, 3%. So he's a pathological liar. And I know all politicians exaggerate or lie, but he's taking it just like everything else he's done when it comes to failing and bullshit to the next level. He's the king of all bullshitters. He's P.T. Marner. And I'm going to try to keep my profanity down to a minimum because so some of the older folks will listen in. Maybe I get Mama or Papa to tune in and learn something about these facts. But look, I believe the Trump slump happened when he called the press out for real. They got tired of being bullied. Ever since then, every bigoted statement he's made or crazy statement or narcissistic statement he's made, they've called him on, man. And that's where you see the Trump slump, because they're actually reporting the news for once and calling him out on it. Perfect example. the tragedy in Orlando. Everybody else is talking about what a tragedy. How can we solve this? You know what I mean? Condolences to the family. What does the king of narcissists do? He claims he predicted it, like he's Trump-adamus. Not only did he claim he predicted it, he used the moment, instead of giving condolences to the family, to talk about himself. And then he goes against the myth and says if there was more armed patrons, somebody would shot that dude in the head. Which, as you know, I had a police officer here last week that has been trained in SWAT tactics, who's a expert on the situation, unlike Donald Trump, and realizes it's real life and not a movie. And he said just the opposite. And besides, there was an armed cop waiting for the guy at the door who got pinned down and had to back up because he was outgunned, man. But that's the deal with the Trump slump. Trump is nosediving. It's the death spiral. Look, the Republican National Convention has lost like 80% of their corporate sponsors because of Trump. Everybody's pulling out because of Trump. You know what I mean? Trump is toxic. You know what I mean? These chickens have finally come home to roost. I'm telling you, I believe the Trump train is over. It is derailed. And it derailed earlier than I thought it. Well, actually, I didn't think he'd make it this far. But once he made it this far, I figured he could at least make it another month. But no, all you people who love Trump for saying it like it is, he's been saying it like it is and like he believes, which is racist, bigoted, and self-absorbed bullshit. Because it's all about Trump and screw everybody else. You know what I mean? Because he only sees one color, and that's green. So if you think you're white and he's on your team, if you ain't got enough green, you just gullible. That's all I can tell you. Because you don't understand. Trump right now is his campaign is $43 million in debt. He's got $2.4 million on hand, right? And the $43 million he's got, he loaned to himself from the Trump organization. So what he's going to do is he's going to take all y'all's money that y'all donate and he's going to pay himself back. So he's going to make money off this deal regardless. He's going to take your money and put it in his pocket and go buy toupees or bad comb overs and more Eastern European third-rate supermodel wives. so you suckers keep sending in them dollars, excuse me, and buying those, keep buying those Chinese-made "Make America Great" hats that he's touting on his website. But like I said, man, there's been plenty of craziness. And I want to get down to something else. I'm going to touch on, I know it's been beat to death. But I want to touch on this whole Orlando thing one more time. And I've already said, I think the FBI dropped the ball on this. Dude was on a watch list. There should be some type of system in place. If you make an FBI watch list, you shouldn't be able to purchase, high-capacity magazines or assault rifles for that matter. You know what I mean? That's just common sense. But all these yeehaw, my good old boy buddies, who always want to quote the first half of the Second Amendment about the right to own firearms, but they always forget about the other half where it says, for a well-regulated militia. I guess everybody's just one-man armies. All these gun nuts are just one-man armies, one-man militias. You know what I mean? But let me tell you what David Petraeus and Stanley McChrystal are saying. And if you don't know who they are, they're both generals who led the United States into war in Afghanistan and in Iraq. And when I say generals, I mean they were the head cats at one time. And they both just come out headlining a whole host of former flag officers, including Colin Powell and a new gun, and they're all supporting a new gun control advocacy group called the Veterans Coalition for Common Sense. Both generals retained enormous popularity with the veteran community, but according to the reports, they're urging our elected leaders to close loopholes in our background check laws, which have already done so many gun control shows. And we're talking about the loophole where you don't have to produce ID at the gun show sale. Or if you buy it off the internet, you don't have to produce ID. So any nut, cartel member, psychopath can go buy a weapon with no background check, no ID, and as much ammo as they can tote at any gun show or off the internet. That's a loophole they need to close. They need to ban assault weapons, right? They need to ban assault weapons. But let me tell you what the two big generals say. They urge our elected leaders to close the loopholes in our background check laws that felons, domestic abusers, and dangerously mentally ill buy guns without a criminal background check. That's what they call your gun show loophole. They talk about strengthening existing laws and ensuring lawmakers and stakeholders have the resources and training they need to prevent gun tragedies. And they're also going to partner with other groups in the veteran community on suicide prevention and mental health. And let me tell you, this is a list. Now, let me tell you, this is a list for all you cats out there that's got 30 guns but never had the balls to join the Army or but think you're some type of gun expert or you know military tactics. Let me give you a list of the people that's a part of this group who are generals and former admirals. Just a quick list. Captain Mark Kelly, co-founder of Miracle for Responsible Solutions. If you don't know who Mark Kelly is, I believe he's Gabby Gifford's husband, the U.S. Senator who got headshot by that psychopath in Arizona, who was also a decorated astronaut who's been to space. Admiral Thad Allen, General Peter Chiarelli, General Arkansas's own and finest, General Wesley Clark, General Michael V. Hayden. Michael Hayden also used to be, I believe, head of the NSA. And here comes Gino back. Well, Gino dropped out. But anyway, Michael Hayden, General James T. Hill, Admiral James Lloyd, General Stanley McChrystal, Admiral Eric T. Olson, General David Petraeus. Then it's a host of rear admirals, major generals, and lieutenant generals, and brigadier generals. I'm talking about at least a dozen generals are saying we need to ban assault weapons and high-capacity magazines. You know why? Because assault weapons were made for one thing, not to hunt, not to kill furry woodland creatures. They were designed by the military or a gun or a defense contractor to kill people. And not just kill people, kill as many people as possible in the shortest amount of time. I know because I served in the Army and in the National Guard, and I've shot thousands of rounds through an M16, which is the AR-16's big brother. And let me tell you, that's all it's made for. So there's no reason for you to have an assault rifle. What's the reason? I hear these rednecks say we might have to overthrow the government. But if you think Skull Ass really thinks you can overthrow the government with a bunch of rifles and pistols, you've lost your mind. You might want to save up, try to get you a few fighter jets, maybe an aircraft carrier or two, before you get your coup d'etat on before you decide to overthrow the government. You might want to get your real army together instead of your 4 drinking buddies out in the woods with your little 4-man militia. But like I said, it's just been craziness. And because the FBI dropped the ball, like I said, they dropped the ball by letting that cat go and buy a long rifle and a pistol. And that's what's sad. They could have prevented this tragedy. And they didn't. You know what I mean? He was on the radar twice. And believe it or not, all you Islamophobes out there, every terrorist attack on this country since of 9/11 has been committed by Americans. Not every one of them was an American citizen who legally bought their weapon. Legally bought them, that's right. So I should tell you how easy it is to own an assault rifle. But strange stories of the week. Oh, and there's something else about Orlando I'm going to touch on real quick, too. And I guess Gino's still having phone problems. I'm going to do another segment, so Gino will come back. If you hear me, Gino, we'll bring you back to the next 30. We'll knock the next 30 out. Because I usually do an hour, sometimes longer. G's new to the show. And if you're a new listener, I hate I'm giving up all my inside tricks. But I ain't got many. But I know I'm being semi-professional right now, but it ain't like I'm catching a check. If you want me to be a professional, make a check out for $1,000 and send it to me, and I'll show you what I learned in broadcasting school. But anyway, what I hate is that they're trying to scapegoat and I don't want to say the shooter's name because I don't want to give him no credit either. But the shooter in Orlando, they're trying to scapegoat his wife, and now the FBI is toying with the fact about charging her with aiding a felon or maybe accessory before the fact. And this poor woman's been through enough. Dude beat her and scared her to death. Her family had to rescue her. She's been victimized by this dude enough. What's the point in victimizing her again? I know we just are mad and looking for vengeance because our culture is big on revenge and vengeance because that's the way our movies are. We're big on revenge because of movies and television. You know, they make for a good fictional plot line, but in real life, revenge is not that great of a thing. It's usually bad karma. But like I said, this lady's been victimized enough. She was abused physically and mentally by this cat. Her family rescues her, gets away. He tells her that he's going to kill a bunch of people. But he also told, it seems like 10 of his coworkers, I know at least 3 of his coworkers the same thing. That's how he ended up on the radar of the FBI. That's how he got kicked out of criminal justice or police school to be a cop. You know what I mean? He's a disgruntled cop. And he was crazy. And let's don't blame it on religion. Because crazy is crazy and hate is hate. And this dude was hateful and crazy before he became a radical Muslim. Just like that cat was crazy in South Carolina who killed those 9 parishioners at the black church. The AME, I forget the name of the black AME church. That dude was bigoted and crazy. Well, Gino's coming. He's coming in at the end. Yeah, I like that ringtone, people. Gino, you with me?
Hey, this is Gino B.
Gino B is back. Have you been listening to the show, Gino? You know what's cracking? Have you heard anything?
You say what now?
Have you been listening to the show?
You know what, man?
No.
I have not gotten a chance to listen to the show tonight. I'm trying to get these small technical difficulty problems I have going on with these modern day cell phones.
Right. Hey, it happens. Hey, Gino, it happens. Look, man, I'm on less than a shoestring budget. I have technical difficulties all the time, dude. Especially when it's live. Especially when it's live.
You know, where we from, that's what we grew up on, shoestring budgets.
That's right. The king of shoestring. I'm the king of shoestring budgets. I know you are too. But like I said, when you do it live, you know, shit happens, man. But what I was talking about was, first of all, I was talking about how Trump has went from the Teflon Don to the Titanic in the past 2 weeks. And I believe all these Republicans or pundits are wondering why all of a sudden everything Trump says is sticking to him and he's plummeted in the polls. And Hillary's, she's slingshot in the polls right now. And I believe it comes down to Trump finally bit the hand that fed him. He lies so much that the press never called him out on it. Then 2 weeks ago when he went ham on the press, they've been calling him out. They've been calling him out on everything, and it's been sticking. You know what I mean? This racist shit about the judge. You know what I mean? And everything else is just hanging him out to dry. Instead of giving his condolences to the people in Orlando, he makes it about himself and starts saying he predicted it, like he's Trumpadamus or somebody. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, man. The thing about, first of all, let me just say this: are we on live now?
Yeah, we live, dog.
Oh, I didn't know we was live. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, when all y'all say, "What's up, D. Lord Show"? What's up, D. Lord Show?
What up? What up?
Lord Show. Okay.
What's up, people in the rock?
Now check this out, man. This fucking. I didn't mean to say that. Did I curse? I'm sorry.
Oh, you can curse. I'm trying to let too many of them go, but feel free, man. It's America, Jack.
Okay, no problem, man. But this election here, man, is the most entertaining election I have ever witnessed in 3 years with my eyes, man, in my lifetime. Dude.
Me and you both, dog.
Dude, let me tell you, man. The thing with Donald Trump is this, man. First of all, Donald Trump is a real gangster.
Yeah.
And gangsters will not become president. They will not be elected by the masses of people.
Right.
It You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, I know exactly what you said.
And the thing about Trump, man, is that he does say what's on his mind. He does say that. He has no problem saying what's on his mind. But, Donald Trump, just because it's on your mind does not make it right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Or logical.
Your actions, your behavior, your character, the way in which you're carrying yourself amongst the people. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
It's almost like tonight, Lord, we got the NBA Finals on.
Right.
It's a reason why they play 7 games.
That's
you know
right.
What I'm saying? Yeah, it's a reason why. And you know what? Whoever win that 7th game, when it goes that far, they are the better team.
Right.
you understand what I'm saying?
Right. And the winning team's Hillary Clinton. I'm a Bernie lover, but Clinton is the winning team. You know what I mean? Plus, Bill's back. You're going to get 2 presidents for the price of 1. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So how can you go wrong? But see, when people don't really, but like you said about Trump is a master of 2 things: working the media and reading gullible people. Because he's a con artist. That's all he is. He's a carnival barker. He's a mango skinned carnival barker with a bad comb over. You know what I mean? And that's just being real about it.
Me and Donald Trump are alright, man. The only difference, man, he has millions and I don't.
That's right.
We both are entertainers, man. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
We are both
and y'all are both entertaining.
You said what?
I said y'all are both entertaining as hell. I think you're more entertaining than Donald Trump, though. But he's putting on a show, dog.
But you know what, man? I'm gonna tell you something. And this is like, when you get like you get cut, but it's like one side that's really, you can really feel it. What Bernie Sanders is. Bernie Sanders, man, he has put a sting in like this election period. You understand?
Right, he's my guy. I love that dude. That's my guy.
Dude, I voted for him.
Oh, I did too.
In fact, I campaigned for him. Now, I call campaigning putting a sign in front of my yard. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, anything helps, dog. Anything helps.
I campaigned for him, man. You know what I mean?
Right. That's more than what 90% of people do. They don't even show up to vote. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you're right.
And like I said, I've been loving Bernie Sanders. I've been watching him for 6 or 7 years. And I said, you can go back and look at my statements on Facebook 2 or 3 years ago. I said he would run, but Bernie's already won. All these people are the Bernie or bust. People are saying, Bernie don't get it. I'm not going to vote, or I'm going to vote for Jill Stein, this Green Party candidate. They don't realize by voting against any Democrat or not voting for a Democrat, that's a vote for Trump. You might as well vote for Trump. Because look here, Bernie's won in this fact. Bernie started out with 3% of the vote. He knew that Hillary had 15 years of organization and $300 million worth of money on her. You know what I mean? More money, way more organization and ground game. But his victory to him was pushing her to the left to pick up some of his issues and put them on the Democratic platform. And he's done that. And now he's holding out longer to get more of his issues on the platform. But at the end of the day, all these people say they love Bernie. Bernie's going to back down, and he's going to back Hillary Clinton, and hopefully him or Elizabeth Warren will be vice president. But he's going to back Hillary Clinton. And if you're a Bernie lover and you don't back, if he backs Hillary, and you don't back Hillary too, well, that tells me all I need to know about your character. You Bernie busters out there, because I got buddies who say I'm voting for Jill Stein. Jill Stein, nobody even knows who Jill Stein is. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even if Bernie run as vice president with her and Donald Trump put him on a reality show, they still wouldn't know who the chick is. You know what I mean? Because she's nobody. But like I said, I'm a Bernie guy, but Bernie's already won. And I think if Hillary wanted to lock it up, Elizabeth Warren or Bernie Sanders would lock it. It's about on lock anyway. But if she picked up Bernie as a running mate or Elizabeth Warren, it's over. You know what I mean?
Correct. Absolutely right. I'm going to tell you something also, though. My president, I got to talk about my president, man.
You mean our president?
He's yours, too.
That's right.
All our presidents.
That's
you
right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right.
I put claims on this man. You understand what I'm saying? Because people's mouths has been on this man very bad in the past 8 years, bro.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you, man, he comes, and I don't understand how people who think outside of what or how I think about President Obama. That's just him. I don't understand how they can't
grasp the facts of how good of a job he's done.
Look at it from. You know what? I'm sorry. Fuck it. I can't understand why you can't see it from my perspective. Period.
He's done an incredible job.
I understand it's selfish, and that's what I'm saying. It's a little, just me being barefoot,
Right.
T.O.B., you're a real environmentalist.
Right.
All of that.
Right.
Me being all of that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm on the FC show, MCA, in the house. I got to, shout out them. But, man, I just don't understand. And I just feel as if that he's done, in 8 years, he's done more.
In 8 years, right. Than George Bush would have done in 20.
In the past 10 presidents.
Right. Only president you can compare him with is Bill Clinton, and Bill Clinton didn't get the job. Man, Barack Obama got the job at the shittiest time in history. Right. The economy was about to collapse. It was about to fold up. Unemployment was at 10%. Unemployment's at 5%. He saved the economy from collapsing. That should be enough. But then he kills Bin Laden, gets us out of 2 wars. He's killed the number 2 in Al-Qaeda 17 times, Gino. That's insane. And then people want to have the nerve to say he sympathizes with Muslim terrorists. He's killed more Muslims than all the Bushes combined.
What about the Bertha? You forget the Bertha. Don't forget the Bertha. You got to remember Bertha now.
Right. You're right. And like I said, they blocked him on everything he's tried to do, and he still managed to get health care passed. And he's, man, for the obstructionism that's happened in his career. And look, we all know what it's about. I don't mince my words. It's racism. They can chop it up any way they want. But the truth is, it's racism. That's why the Republicans have been blocking for 8 years, because they don't want a nigger to get no credit unless it's that a white man didn't get. And that's the truth about it. You know what I mean? But if that was a white president, they didn't give that dude 3 medals and built a statue for him. And that's the truth. You know what I mean? Right. But because he's half black, he's just another nigger. And that's how most Republicans think. And that's just being real about it. Huh?
You know, that's why my daddy loves you, man.
That's right.
You know, my daddy loves you, man. I do.
I got much love for you, Daddy.
Yeah, I know. I saw the post, man, and you know what? I'm going to get him. On July 3rd, and what we're gonna do, Byron. And this is so. And you know what? The next time, because I got to come back on your show, I'm digging all of this.
Right.
I'm digging all of this. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The next time I come on your show, I'm gonna have him with me.
Yeah, definitely do that. I'd love to have your daddy on here. And anybody that don't know, his daddy is the one, the only Eugene Skins Bonner, local 4-city legend. You know what I mean? Every woman's pet, every man's regret, Skins Bonner himself. One of the greatest dudes ever. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
I was blessed with not having a daddy, but Gino was blessed with having one of the best daddies you could have. Cool cat. Good provider, done everything you can ask. Am I right, Gino?
You're absolutely right.
And who's your best friend, Gino?
And you know what, man? And B, check this out. All right, because you're gonna be in the book. You don't know it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when I come down, I'm bringing my cameraman, and we're gonna be taking some pictures and stuff, man. I'm gonna find you. But if you're in Little Rock tomorrow, I'm gonna find you tomorrow over here in the Rock.
All right.
And but anyway, he's gonna tell the story.
Hey, Gino, I got to cut you off real quick. Look, we got 8 seconds left on this segment. I'm about to stop and come back to the next segment and tell a story. Shooting the Breeze, we'll be right back.